Hi, I'm Jim Bremner with Desert USA out in Anza-Borrego Desert State Park. Today we're traveling into Fish Creek Wash and deep into the narrow folds of Sandstone Canyon, where time and water carved the desert into something unforgettable. As we enter the wash, the first thing that hits you is the scale. Soft stone walls rise around us, sculpted by flash floods and time. We stopped at a rock face that tells a different story. We've come down into Fish Creek here to take a look around. It's kind of interesting. Rocks and everything, and right behind me is this incline. And it's really twisted rocks. Look closely, and you'll see the layers of earth bent upward, tilted at steep angles. These aren't just hills, they're the result of powerful tectonic uplift and pressure from faults running deep beneath the desert. We hiked up to the wind caves, weathered hollows in the sandstone, carved by wind and grit. Here are some close-up videos and pictures. From here, the view stretches across the desert floors, and you can spot a massive formation called Elephant Knees. It's a towering wall of ancient mudstone and silt, once laid down by an inland sea. You can see we don't have any service, but the map works fine. This blue dot right here is where we are. And as we proceed up Sandstone Canyon, the dot will tell us exactly where we are in the canyon. Okay. I'm using a program that allows the GPS to follow us on a map preloaded on my phone, even with no cell service. I made another video about this. I'll link it in the comment section. Back in the wash, we follow the trail toward Sandstone Canyon. This is where the drive gets tight. The sandstone walls close in around us, tall, smooth, and fragile. You can see where floods have gouged the floor and cliffs, and rockfalls have collapsed sections of the canyon. We followed this road until we could go no further. Along the way, we did see some areas where some of the rocks had broken off and fallen onto the road. You have to avoid them here and there. The road changes constantly, so what you see here may not be what it is when you make the trip.
Eventually, we reach a landslide that blocks the path. The way forward ends here, for now. We exited the car to see if we could get by this rock pile. Although some people may have made it over this area, we decided not to go further. Instead, we checked out the area and got a better look at the canyon walls.
Well, actually I could probably take my sunglasses off because it's not sunny down here. Well, there's Jim back there. We're walking. Yeah, I can see where they put one tire up on the wall here and then use these rocks to get over. And once you get up here, you have to have a pretty high clearance though, because it's not going to work. And I don't see a lot of tracks down there. Yeah, over my shoulder is the canyon and how it goes back into the, not many car tracks back there. One fly down here seems to like us. But that car won't fit through here. Nope. So we're going to head back and see what else we can find.
Jim goes into the area behind the pine tree, and there's a deep canyon that leads off of this canyon. Here's a picture.
This little rock here got all the makings of another rock slide. I think, you know, I'm taking this piece of rock I picked up and you can just see how it flakes off. This is layer after layer. Maybe we can find some fossils in here. Here's something right here. I don't know what that is.
Another reminder that this place was once underwater, long before it became the dry landscape we see now. We'll leave the camera running as we drive out of Sandstone Canyon so that you can see the canyon from both directions. the drive back, we pass a caravan of trucks heading in. Four-wheel drive is definitely recommended out here. The terrain shifts with every storm. Overhanging rocks make you a little worried as you drive out of here, and here are a few that have already fallen. As we get closer to Fish Creek Wash, the canyon walls drop substantially and it becomes more of an open area. As we leave the canyon, we take in the strange shapes and colorful layers in the rocks, formations twisted and lifted over time. It's like the earth was frozen in the middle of a motion we'll never fully understand. In places like Fish Creek Wash and Sandstone Canyon, the desert doesn't just surround you. It humbles you. It reminds you how small you are and how much history is buried beneath your feet. On the way back to San Diego, we stopped at Ocotillo Wells by the airport and saw this osprey making practice, landing, and takeoffs. subscribe to our channel to explore the wonders of desert life, from its wild landscapes and wildlife to the vibrant communities that call it home.